Welcome to the Fishbowl Radio, everybody. My name is Chief here, and, well, y'all know for the last couple episodes we've had Juicy on the air here, but guess who makes... Yeah, the last 6. But guess who makes his return back to the Fishbowl Radio? Everybody, please. Yeah, the mic of the honchos. Mike Honcho's back.
But trust me, I was coming back for sure to make it for the college football prediction show. It's just it's been a little on the crazy end lately, but I was definitely gonna be back for the pick 'em. But I'm back for this now.
Yeah.
At least for this episode. Honcho himself. I know, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, how's everything been going?
Good. Everything been going smooth, I guess. Work. Don't worry.
Yeah, yada yada yada. Work.
I guess it could be the same story here, just nothing but working, more work after that, fearing about going back to school, and then more work.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? You know, you haven't gave your opinion on the Anthony Jennings to UL thing yet, Mike. So, you know what? Talk about that for a moment while we get ready to talk about some Clemson football here.
Yeah, I think it's a good move for UL because having an SEC quarterback who was recruited by SEC and all that pretty heavily to come play for a smaller team in a smaller division kind of helps you out, because if you ever saw Louisiana Tech with Jeff Driscoll, they're in a better conference, and they did very good with him. I mean, Anthony Jennings also fits in with UL style of play, so I found it was a very cool, very good thing for him to land him to come play for him, even if it's for a year or two, it's still win, because I said he fits in the scheme that UL has. He was a quarterback at LSU. He wasn't the best of quarterbacks because, of course, he's not playing there anymore, but, I mean, he's pretty decent enough to, I think, have a good year.
Yeah, I think that's about a good point. All right, guys. You know how we have we've been previewing these couple of these top teams here that we think is actually going to do very well for the national championship race. Up on the dock, the team that finished runner-up last year, the Clemson Tigers. Wait, what?
I said with the exception of UL.
Oh, really? You know, we're not going to get into this because this guy here picked LSU to go undefeated this year. I'm going to tell you, you know what? Go listen to that episode if you want to talk about my whole issue with
I
that.
can tell you right now, folks, I wasn't on there, and unfortunately I never listened to it yet. But LSU's not going undefeated. They're going to lose at least one game.
1 or 2.
But you got to listen, like I put a couple of false starts. I said that could be a couple of false starts there.
Okay. Well, last year, Clemson won 14 games in 2015. It was the most wins in program history. And 2016, they coming back with some unfinished business. You know, they just barely lost to Alabama. It was a good game, though. They do return star quarterback Deshaun Watson. And with offensive coordinator for Clemson, Chad Morris, he left to go to SMU to become their head coach. But I don't think he's going to miss a beat. With Tony Elliott and Jeff Scott, which are co-offensive coordinators, they averaged 38.5 a game last year. And Deshaun Watson came back. He was in the running for the Heisman Trophy. So, Wayne Gallman is returning for his junior year. He's a powerful running back. He ran for 1,527 yards and 13 touchdowns. It was one of the ACC's best running backs. And they got a strong offensive line led by sophomore tackle Mitch Hyatt, who will actually, I think, do very well for him. So, they got Mike Williams coming back for Watson. He did pretty good in the national championship game. And Artavius Scott will be the guy on the other side for Clemson.
How many return starters they have on the
All together? It don't quite say. But let's see. I think it might have it somewhere. Just trying to keep... It don't say on this... Okay. I don't know why you wouldn't even return that, but hey. It's good. Defensive-wise, they lost 9 starters from last year.
Oh, wow.
So they got hurt a little bit with starting. They don't have the experience on defense. But, they lost defensive ends, defensive tackles, everybody, but they will have the nation's #2 overall recruit, Dexter Lawrence, who is a defensive tackle, will be playing for Clemson this year. And senior Ben Bower is Clemson's leading tackler with 82 tackles. And the coaches at Clemson love Kendall Joseph's potential. All ACC caliber senior cornerback Cordelia Tankersley will be a corner. And Mark Fields and Ryan Carter are candidates start across from Tankersley. They're still in debates. But they're both their safeties departed. Yeah, it's the offense is doing pretty well, but the defense needs to get more people back. So, let's see what's going to happen here. All right, Mike, what do you think about this? Clemson versus Auburn. They go to Jordan-Hare Stadium. Who you got, Mike?
Well, I just say that's a game I really want to watch, and I probably will end up trying to watch that game. That sounds like a good game. I got to go with Clemson though. Even though they lost all those defensive players, Auburn hasn't really been known to have that great of an offense in the past couple of years. Although they were showing signs of improvement last year, they did have if I'm not mistaken, they won their bowl game. They played a good game in the Iron Bowl.
Yeah, but
Auburn's a pretty good school, so I think it's gonna be a good game. But I think Clemson's going to just win. It's gonna be a very, very close game until the end. But in the end, Clemson picks up the W.
all right. Mike going with Clemson for the first game against Auburn. Juicy, who you got?
I have to agree with Mike on this one. I believe Clemson. I know with their defense, they lost a lot of players on defense, like you said, but the offense, I think for the most part, will still be rocking and rolling. Yeah, I think so. I think with Deshaun Watson, I think he'll be more than what Auburn can handle. Plus Auburn, like they got Jeremy Johnson, I think is their quarterback this year. He wasn't that good last year, really, and they struggled at times. Give me Clemson in that game.
Yeah, I'm agree with both of y'all. I think Clemson's going to come into Jordan-Hare and actually be able to beat Auburn. I think it'll be a pretty good game. It should be a fun one to watch. It's already got an ESPN start time, so it's going to be in primetime action for college football. But, yeah, I think Clemson will beat Auburn. I think it'll be a very good football game. You know, they lost a lot of players on defense. I think Clemson comes together and picks up a win in Jordan-Hare Stadium. All right, so we're all 1-0 for Clemson. Now let's go to game 2. Clemson goes back home for their home opener against Troy. Mike?
I got Clemson win this one pretty easily.
Pretty easily? What do you think about it? Watson doing what he does. Give me Clemson in this game. All right, we're all 2-0 here for Clemson so far. Next game on the list, Clemson versus South Carolina State Bulldogs. They got to stay at home for this one. Who you got, Mike? Mike?
What happened to Mike?
I don't know. Go Juicy.
I got South Carolina State losing this game. I think Clemson think this will be another little cakewalk game for him. You couldn't have two better home openers, I guess, than Troy and South Carolina State. Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, I think Troy was easy, but I think South Carolina State's going to be just a little bit more easier than that. Home schedule, complicated.
Yeah, so y'all both picking Clemson?
Oh, easily.
You know what? I agree with y'all.
I pay attention, if I'm not mistaken, they're in the MEAC conference, South Carolina State, and I kind of pay attention a little bit to that conference, and they haven't been that good in the past year. It won't be close. It's not going to be close.
Yeah, it shouldn't be close at all. Clemson should run away with this one. If it's close, then, well, that might be a cause of concern. But give me Clemson winning here. All right, 3-0 for all of us, and they head into the fourth game of the season. They go on the road to take on Georgia Tech. Mike?
That's going to be an interesting game. I said I'd go with Clemson on this one, but I think Georgia Tech's going to play them a lot closer than some people may expect them to play. I still go with Clemson.
Juicy?
Well, logic would tell you that Clemson should win this game relatively easily, but if you all recall last year, like how Georgia Tech had upset Florida State, and they only won 3 games all year, so you just never know when you pick these games. But I expect right now, Clemson to win that one relatively easily.
Right now, I made the bold prediction last year that Georgia Tech was going to win the ACC. My biggest.
Here we go with a bold prediction.
No, I'm not.
Watch out.
No, I'm not making no bold prediction here. Georgia Tech was my bold prediction last year in 2015 to win the ACC, and a lot of magazines were agreeing with it. Didn't happen. That was my biggest blunder last year, I have to say. But
you ultimately failed horribly on that one.
yes, but I redeemed myself later on in the year. I redeemed myself, but yeah, give me a Clemson beating Georgia Tech. I think it should be a pretty good game.
Besides me picking like Arkansas to win the West last year in the SEC, that was a pretty big blunder.
Yeah, 4-0 for all of us, and then they go on the road again. Wait, actually, they go home. Never mind. I was reading ahead. They go home to take on Louisville in Memorial Stadium, and they call the Clemson Stadium Death Valley. What do you think's gonna happen, Mike?
That is false. I mean, it is true, but that's not the real Death Valley.
Mike, who you got? Juicy's bias, ladies and gentlemen.
For the season. They're going to Louisville. Louisville is not better than them, but I find that Louisville's going to pick up the win on this one.
You got Louisville. All right, that's good. All right, I wouldn't be surprised. Go, Juicy.
Well, I'm going to disagree with Mike. Not so fast, my friend. Like Lee Forrest says. I still think Clemson's going to win this game, but I will agree with Mike on one thing. This game's going to be close. I think this will actually be Clemson's first real test of the year. I think Louisville's going to give them all they can handle, but I think Clemson will pull this game off. Because Deshaun Watson will find a way to win the game for them.
Yeah, I think this will be a really good game between both these teams here. They haven't really been tested up to this point in the season. And on the schedule, obviously, until this game, really. I mean, Georgia Tech might give them a chance here, but depending on how Georgia Tech play, they need to get a rebound year for Georgia Tech. But I think Clemson will beat Louisville. It'll be a very good game. We can change our picks. I mean, this is just a preview to kind of see. Yeah, everything might change, but this one's kind of close for me. A touchdown late decides it. Clemson gets it, though.
I think a field goal decides it.
All right. They go on the road to take on Boston College. Mike, who you got?
Well, Boston College, if I haven't mistaken, I think I'm thinking basketball. No, it's football. If I'm not mistaken, haven't won a conference game in 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, I think I've seen that somewhere too. Yeah.
It's I'm gonna go with gotta go with Clemson. Yeah, I think it is football because I seem to remember one senior being all signed the press because it was a while before they won a conference game, and I'm thinking they maybe 1 or 2 years if it's that.
Juicy?
See, I didn't know that Boston College in 2 years without winning a conference title. That helped me. A conference game, that helped me. Well, I was already picking Clemson before, but I don't see this game being close. I think Clemson should win this one pretty easily unless Boston College somehow starts the year on a miraculous run. Other than that, I don't think I'm going to change my mind on this game.
Yeah, it all depends. College football is kind of weird. It's one of those sports that's constantly changing. NFL, you can kind of keep the same players and keep your same people around a little bit, you got Tom Brady who plays with the Patriots. You got Drew Brees down there in New Orleans. You got Matt Ryan in Atlanta. Guys like that, they stay around. thing about college football is it always constantly changing, so you got to keep yourself on your toes. Whatever happens, I think Clemson will beat Boston College. And, I mean, with them not winning a conference game, I think it's been 2 years. I think it might have been longer than that, Mike. I think it might have been 3. I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot how much, but...
Yeah, I've seen it somewhere. But, yeah, I got Clemson winning this one. All right, next game, Clemson versus NC State Wolfpack. Mike.
Clemson.
Clemson. All right. Juicy.
I think this will be a close game. For about 3 quarters, but I'm going to go with Clemson in this game.
I'm surprised they're not going to win 4 to 5 touchdowns, according to Juicy.
Yeah. No, it's not going to be that far.
Not that far? All right. I think Clemson will win. I don't think it's going to be much of a game. NC State hasn't really proven themselves lately, so give me Clemson. All right.
So what's our records at?
Well, I was about to tell y'all that. Everybody, except for Mike, me and Juicy, are 7-0, entering their off week, and Mike 6-1. But they go on the road to take on Florida State. Mike?
That's going to be a great game to watch. I got to go with Clemson on this one. Florida State lost a lot of good defensive players too last year to the draft, and I think Clemson's offense is going to take advantage of it. I think their offense is better than Florida State's offense.
Yeah. Juicy, who you got?
Oh, way to put me on the spot. I don't know which way I want to go with this game. Can I say it's going to be a tie?
No, pick a game, bro. You got to be bold here. This is a Fishbowl Radio, man. Come on, be bold. All about bold picks.
I'm gonna go with Clemson on this, but it's gonna be another one of those weaker games. It's gonna be a field goal, but I think it's gonna be a really great game. It should be a really great game come the time the season starts. It might even be a college game day fight by the time we get there. You never know.
You never know what's going to happen. I think 10 points will be the difference between these two games here. But I think Clemson will come out on top and beat Florida State this year and pick up the win on the road. So 10 points. All right, Clemson versus Syracuse. Mike. Clemson.
That one I found is pretty easy pick. I think Clemson will win that one.
Juicy.
Clemson.
All right, I got Clemson winning that one too. Syracuse almost stopped Leonard Fournette for a while, but that's for another time. Oh, hey, a breaking news update here: Marshall is going to play South Carolina in 2018.
Okay.
This little FYI.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
This is a little FYI.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Hey, just to let y'all know. Okay, don't get on my case here. I'm just letting y'all know. I didn't know that was going on.
No, just kidding.
Jerks.
We haven't even made it to 2017 yet.
I'm just letting you know, jerks. Okay. Pittsburgh Panthers are going to be playing Clemson at home. Well, Clemson's going to be at home, but go, Mike.
I got Clemson winning this one again. The ACC's not really as strong as they kind of were. I think teams like Miami, Florida State, Clemson, and Louisville are going to do good this year, so I think it's going to be another one for Clemson.
Okay. Juicy?
Clemson. I don't see Pittsburgh being much of a problem for them. They haven't really been a big shield in the past, but I don't see that changing this year.
Okay. I got Clemson winning this game here. I think Clemson will win it. It seems like they will. Let's see here.
So what's their record now?
Their record?
Our record.
Let's see. Okay. I'm undefeated. Juicy's undefeated. Mike has a loss for him. So we... 9-0
or 10-0?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-0 for me and Juicy, 9-1 for Mike. And they go at Wake Forest. Mike.
That's another team that's not that strong in the ACC. I'm going with Clemson.
Juicy.
Clemson.
Same here. Clemson should take it.
They
So,
play South Carolina next, don't they, huh?
yep, they do. 11-0 rivalry game. The annual rivalry game against South Carolina. Mike.
I got South Carolina pulling up the upset.
All right. Who you got, Juicy?
Well, I have to say this is gonna be a good game. I think this one really to be watched too. I have to say though, with the excitement of a new head coach coming in, I think South Carolina's got a good bit of players coming back too, and Will Muschamp with experience and all that. I actually am gonna have a bold prediction here and say that I'll agree with Mike that South Carolina will pull off the upset in this game and defeat Clemson.
You know
Wise man, Juicy, wise man.
You know what the funny thing is, guys? Whenever I first saw this game, I was like, "That's my upset pick." But guess what? It ain't an upset pick if everybody else is picking them. So you know what? I'm picking South Carolina to knock off Clemson.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Clemson will go to probably the ACC championship game. That's the next thing on the list. So that's all of Clemson's games there. Me and Juicy got Clemson going 11-1. Wait, Mike got him going 10-2. Okay, Mike, college playoff for Clemson, yes or no?
What you said?
College football playoff appearance for Clemson, yes or no?
Wait, I'm sorry, I can't hear.
College football playoff for Clemson, yes or no?
Are they going to make the playoff, you think? I don't know. That's a tough one. Because it's I think Alabama's going to be right back in there again. I don't know how good Ohio State. Since they're part of the ACC, I'm going to give them the nod, Jets.
Okay. With 2 losses?
Huh?
With 2 losses, Mike?
Yeah, with 2 losses.
Okay. Juicy?
No, I don't even know. I think that late loss against South Carolina will hurt them and knock them from the top 4 to get to the playoffs. Even if they win the ACC championship game, I still don't think that'll be enough to rebound them back to the playoffs. I don't know though. I don't know any other teams that are going to be all that great this year.
Well,
Ohio State's probably going to be great.
Oklahoma's returning Baker Mayfield. TCU's returning.
I think Baylor might be right up there too.
TCU's returning Trevon Boykin.
TCU, but TCU maybe Bama, because Bama's never had.
I think Alabama's going to be right back in there.
Bama, TCU, Baylor, LSU, Baylor. I don't think 2 teams in the Big 12 because
I don't.
Baylor's going to be that good.
Yeah, it'd be really.
Be up there.
I think it'd be really interesting to see who would be in position at this time in the season to figure out who's going to be in the college football.
Even saying might get in there too.
Well,
Boise State kind of fell off ever since their big run.
Yeah, Boise State, if they can manage to make a run, I mean, good for them. But I don't know if they'll. I don't think they can.
Boise State playing in one of the semifinal games.
I don't think LSU's going to make this playoff this year.
LSU's up there. It's tough.
I think they'll get top 10. I think they'll be a top 10 team, LSU. But I don't think they're going to have enough of a push to get in there. I don't think they'll be like, well, we're going to get top 4. I think they're just missing something for a top 5 run. It all depends on Harris with LSU. If Harris is an okay quarterback, they don't need him to be a Heisman winning quarterback. If he's okay, like Jay Coker was for Alabama last year, LSU will get in.
Well, here's my motto. I don't pick people to win unless they beat them. So LSU hasn't beat Bama in, 2-3 years?
LSU hasn't beat Bama since...
It's been longer than that.
Since the national championship game.
Until LSU can beat Bama, I got LSU losing to Bama. That's just my motto in any kind of thing. Until something happens to prove me different, I always go with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I had Bama losing to Ole Miss this year because they lost to them the last 2 years. Yeah, you got to show me first that you can beat that team until I can predict you to beat them.
Like UL, I picked them to lose to Appalachian State because UL hasn't won Appalachian State since they came into the conference. We lost the last 2 years against them. I don't know. Georgia Southern, we never played them, so we don't know how that's going to go. Arkansas State, it's always a back and forth between them, so you kind of you assume whatever is going to happen.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a firm, just like in baseball. If you're down the count 2-0, don't swing the bat until the person throws you a strike.
Exactly. That's how the
Well,
stuff.
I mean, if I'm on the other end, if it's a 3-0 count, well, you know they're probably gonna throw you a strike. You might as well swing.
Well,
That's my view.
well, we'll see what happens.
I gotta see how good LSU is gonna do first before I can.
Yeah.
And who knows? Bama might not have quite as great of a year. I mean, they have had a couple of years where it went 9-3, 10-2 with Nick Saban. So.
Well, you know how long ago that's been? That's been since like 09.
It was just a couple of years ago they went 9-3.
Let's see.
And it was the year before that.
I think they only.
I just gotta see them beat Bama and then them beat Arkansas for me to say, yeah, LSU, yeah, they could have a good year, but they can't do those two things.
Let's see.
But
Alabama's record in 2014 was 12-2. 2013, 11-2. 2015,
exactly, they had 2 losses and stuff.
The last time they had 3 losses was in 2010. Bama.
They had a couple few years with 2 losses, so I would be.
Alabama will lose a game. Alabama's going to lose a game this year. I don't know where it's going to happen at. Ole Miss has been the team the last 2 years to get them. And
it could be LSU. You never know.
It could be LSU.
Oh, no, it could be.
Like I said.
I mean, LSU's got the talent to do it. Yeah, that's the thing. They got the talent, but do they have the coach?
Yeah.
Oh, they got the coach, too. It just depends on how well they execute.
Clemson.
Anyway, there was SEC Media Day going on the past few days.
Yeah, that's been... So, what y'all think about Clemson? Y'all think they're going to have a very good year this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think the SEC's a little weak, but...
Top 10 team or lower? 10 or lower?
10.
Juicy?
Same thing, 10.
I can see them being a 10, like LSU. I think they're both about top 10. I don't think they're top 5 yet, though. I think even if Clemson gets in the playoff, they'll get knocked out in the first round. I think TCU's gonna be pretty good this year, actually.
So who's ready? To make their 4 teams to the playoff?
Oh my gosh, we're not gonna talk about that till the week before the season starts.
That is true.
That we gotta save something for a little bit of everybody. So guys, we enjoy having everybody here on the Fishbowl Radio. It's been a very good episode with three of these people we have here, me included.
And I'll probably be back next week, folks. Can't bank on it. Better be back next week. We just gotta communicate. I almost thought I was gonna miss it because I saw a text. I can't have my phone on me at work. And I saw 16 different text messages. And I'm like, oh, I probably missed the show.
Oh, okay. Look.
I'm gonna do like Alex, and I'm gonna take me some paid vacation days.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, anyway, I'm sure y'all heard of the internet sensation Pokemon Go. Yeah. No. Well, look, I'm level 8 so far. I mean, I've caught a couple Pokemon, and apparently...
My girlfriend is level 6 or something like that.
Oh, well, I'm better than your girlfriend. What team she's on?
I don't know. I didn't ask her.
You didn't ask her. Well, they have 3 teams. They have Instinct, Mystic, and Valor. Red, yellow, and blue. If they had a green team, I probably would have picked the green team. But people get really upset.
Red, white, and blue.
Look, I was on UL's campus, and I turned level 5, so I picked Valor because it's red. And I'm like, you know what? It's UL. I have to make them red, But the thing is, UL's not all red because they have some Mystic taking over some gyms, and Instinct taking over Old Times gym so far that I last looked at it. So, but it's always constantly changing. And
Hey, speaking of Clemson, they're playing on TV right now.
Oh, really? What they playing?
The national championship game from earlier in the year.
Oh, Bama had to make a gutsy call late in that game.
Mm-hmm.
That onside kick.
Kind of like what the Saints did in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. You gotta know when to call it. All right, we do not want to pay for Juicy singing lessons here on the Fishbowl Radio.
Definitely not.
All right.
Oh, I sing great, God. Come on, bro.
Yeah, sure. In your
They only
shower.
saying that because we're on the show. They only saying that to put on a joke.
Yeah, sure. If you're a record label and you want to sign up Juicy to be a singer, I don't know
Yeah,
what.
I'm trying out to put my voice out there. I'm trying to put my voice out there.
Okay, Juicy, look, we can start a GoFundMe account, okay, to send you to like Nashville or something for you to pursue your dreams. What genre of music would you make, Juicy?
Country music.
Country
Maybe
music.
a bit of hip hop. There might be some hip hop.
You got Juicy gonna make it in the hip hop
It'd be
scene.
like that Cold War kind of stuff.
You gonna go country rap?
No, I'm joking. It's gonna be country.
What kind of country? Sam Hunt country, Florida Georgia Line country, or like Waylon Jennings country?
Kind of like Chris Stapleton, Chris Young kind of country mix.
All right.
Chris Young, not the new Chris Young stuff.
Like the older stuff.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds pretty good. All right, so I'm not gonna start the GoFundMe. Juicy's gonna probably do that. Y'all can donate to him. I really don't care if he makes it there. If he does, he has to pay me 50% of everything he makes. So
What was that?
50%. Me and Mike both. We each get 50%.
Y'all get 50%. Y'all get that 50% of
No.
what I pay y'all.
No. Mike gets 50. I get 50. You get nothing. That's how this works, man.
Yep.
Exactly.
25 and 50. Huh?
No.
Alright.
Hey, I set you up here. If people donate to the GoFundMe, then you're set up, dude.
Oh, college football kickoff, people. 48 days till season kicks off.
Yeah, I think it's on Thursday. I think Thursday is the first game.
Thursday, September 1st.
Yep. Should be a fun time. Can't September get here.
South Carolina and Vanderbilt versus Vanderbilt, first college football game of the year.
And it's also a SEC conference game, so they starting off conference early this year. All right, well, yep, that's all. That's all for Fishbowl Radio here. We'll be back next week with a new team we're going to preview here on the Fishbowl Radio. I'd like to thank Mike for tuning on the show and Juicy as well. You can like us on Facebook. Type in the Fishbowl Radio, and you can like our page there. Follow us on Twitter at Fishbowl Nation. You can follow me on Twitter at Logan Fuselaire. All together. Juicy, where can they follow you at? Or Mike, whoever wants to take it first?
You can follow me on Instagram at J_bird_juicy, or follow. Man, I forgot my Twitter handle now. Well, I'll find it and I'll let y'all know next week.
Juicy don't tweet at all. His Twitter account's so inactive that it's like dying of like it needs water or something.
No, it's active. It's just I never get on it, but I'll find out what it is and I'll tell y'all when to follow next week. But Instagram is J_bird_juicy, like I said. Thank y'all for listening to us. Without y'all, we would get
Is your Instagram active?
Yes.
It's active, he says. What about you, Mike?
I have to go to Juicy Message. I don't remember.
You don't? You're just here so you don't get fined, huh?
I'm just here so I don't get fined, yep.
Exactly.
The Marshawn Lynch philosophy.
Exactly. Well, thank y'all for tuning in here. You can listen to us here on Spreaker or iHeartRadio. If you're listening to iHeartRadio, thank you very much for listening to us. It should be a really fun time. Listen, hey, we got a YouTube channel, so we have a playlist of all our other episodes that are working. I'm going to add this one after we're done talking on this one here to the playlist. So, yeah, it should be fun. Y'all have a great and wonderful weekend. I'll see y'all next Friday for our next...
Here's a 4-day weekend for people like me.
Well, somebody's got to close down businesses here today, which is what I'm going to be doing tonight. I work tomorrow and I work Sundays. So guess what? I hate you, Juicy, for a 4-day weekend.
I'm off till Tuesday.
All right, well, talk to y'all later, Fishbowl Nation. You have a good one.